and the Nae Nae. But in a tragic fall from fame, Ricky Hawk, better known by his stage name Silentó, has now been sentenced to 30 years in prison. The artist, who shot to fame in 2015 at just 17 years old, entered a guilty plea on June 11, 2025, in connection with the 2021 shooting death of his cousin, 34-year-old Frederick Rooks III. According to court records, Silentó pleaded guilty but mentally ill to 4 charges: voluntary manslaughter, aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a felony, and concealing the death of his cousin. It was a major development in a case that had captured national attention and shocked fans who once celebrated the artist's meteoric rise. Silentó was sentenced to 20 years in prison for voluntary manslaughter and received 2 additional 5-year sentences for the firearm and concealment charges. The judge ordered the sentences to run consecutively, totaling 30 years. Hawk has been incarcerated since his arrest in February 2021, meaning he had already served more than 3 years before sentencing. The case dates back to January 21, 2021, when DeKalb County Police responded to a call about gunshots in Panthersville, Georgia. Officers arrived at the scene and discovered Rooks lying in the street with multiple gunshot wounds. 10 bullet casings were found nearby. It was a chilling discovery in a quiet suburban area about 10 miles southeast of Atlanta. Investigators quickly began piecing together the events of that night. Security footage showed a white BMW SUV leaving the scene shortly after the gunfire. That vehicle was later linked to Hawk. Further evidence came from a family member of Rooks, who told police that he was last seen with Hawk earlier that night as they returned from a friend's house. When questioned, Hawk reportedly admitted to the shooting during a police interview. The confession stunned the public. This was not the Silentó they knew, the cheerful teen who had brought joy to so many with a song that became synonymous with lighthearted fun. His 2015 debut single, Watch Me, Whip Nae Nae, had reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and remained on the charts for nearly a year. The dance moves became a pop culture phenomenon, embraced by everyone from school kids to celebrities.
10 years down the road, when you're still whipping a Nae Nae.
I'm whipping a Nae Nae until I be in my cat. I'm gonna whip a Nae Nae in the sky.
So what's life going to be like after the whipping Nae Nae? I mean, it's been so huge for you. Where do you see your career going after this?
Right now, I don't even see the whip Nae Nae. I'm looking beyond that. I was already doing that, but it's elasting, so I'm just holding on to it. Why? After that, more Silentó.
And I know you got an EP coming out. Tell us about it.
In December. It's coming out, so y'all be ready.
Is it more kind of like the dance music, or what's your thing?
I might put a dance song on there. I got dance songs, just so y'all know, but I don't think I want to give y'all all my dance songs. I think y'all need some music.
But behind the scenes, the artist was battling demons. In the year leading up to the killing, Hawk faced multiple legal issues. In one 2020 incident, he was charged in Southern California for allegedly threatening 2 strangers with a hatchet. According to prosecutors, Hawk entered an unlocked home and attempted to attack the occupants before being subdued. That case was ongoing. Silentó's plea of guilty but mentally ill suggests that his defense team presented evidence of psychological struggles. While the court acknowledged these mental health concerns, it ultimately held him criminally responsible for his actions. The plea allowed him to avoid the harsher charge of malice murder, but still resulted in a significant prison term. In a particularly eerie twist, while in jail awaiting trial, Hawk released a music project titled Bars Behind Bars. The title now reads more like a grim prophecy than an artistic expression. The project was released in March 2021, just weeks after his arrest, and it reflected the complex, contradictory state of an artist grappling with fame, mental illness, and legal turmoil. Many fans and critics alike have expressed shock over the dramatic shift in Hawk's life trajectory. From viral celebrity to convicted felon in less than a decade, his story has sparked broader conversations about the pressures of early fame, mental health in the music industry, and the often hidden struggles of young artists. Despite the severity of the charges, Hawk's supporters have pointed to his mental state as a mitigating factor. Reports indicate that he was battling serious psychological issues, potentially exacerbated by the rapid rise and fall of his music career. Some have questioned whether the industry did enough to support him as he transitioned from viral fame into adulthood. Still, the court made clear that mental illness does not excuse violent crime. In handing down the 30-year sentence, the judge emphasized the need for accountability and justice for the victim, Frederick Rooks III. His family, though devastated, expressed some relief that the legal process had concluded. The sentencing brings a somber end to a story that once began with hope and excitement. Silentó's journey from a high school student with a hit song to a prisoner facing 3 decades behind bars is a modern tragedy, one that underscores how fame, mental health, and unchecked personal turmoil can collide in devastating ways. As Hawk begins his sentence, questions linger. Could more have been done to intervene before things escalated? Were there signs that were missed? And what lessons can be drawn from this case to help other young stars navigate the pressures of public life? The music world has seen its share of falls from grace, but few have been as jarring as this one. Silentó was once a household name, a symbol of youthful energy and joy. Today, his name is associated with violence, tragedy, and what could have been. Only time will tell how history remembers Ricky Hawk. But for now, his story stands as a sobering reminder that behind the viral hits and flashy success, real lives hang in the balance. And sometimes, even the brightest stars can burn out in the darkest ways. Like and subscribe.